Sneaker fam, what's good? Back with another sneaker video. I know I've been doing other videos, but hey, I told you the sneaker video is gonna still be here, so don't even trip. Don't worry about it. I actually got a pair that's on the way. It should be here tomorrow. Definitely continuing the sample PE search. And this pair right here, for the price that I got it at, no brainer. Definitely had to have it. Like I said, the video will be coming soon on that. As soon as I get here, I'll do the unboxing, do everything, bring that video to the channel. Now, the one question I always get is, out of everything that you got, so we hit 200 pair in the LeBron collection a couple weeks ago, and I kind of just been chilling because I've been buying my cycling stuff, trying to get all my stuff for that together. But everybody always asks me, out of all the pairs that you got, if you had to do like a top five or something like that, what pairs would they be? Now, honestly, I think that they would be like that will probably change. That top five will probably change. Three pairs of that five will probably change all the time. There's only like maybe two pair that I really say that won't never come out of that, top five conversation in my collection or whatever. It's two pair that'll always be there, but everything else kind of depends on the day. But today I was like, you know what? I've been getting asked a lot, been popping up on questions, popping up, everywhere. Some people been asking me what's my top five. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do a top five for what I think would be my top five right now at the moment. So we just gonna jump straight into it like I always do. This we ain't gonna beat around the bush. We're just gonna get straight to it. So first pair, and there's no particular order until the last two. You'll kind of see. So this first pair, Zoom Generation 1 first game. This is just, I think at the moment, thinking about it, this might be in the top. I said it would be two that probably won't change. It'll probably be three. It'll definitely be this one. So as you can see, this one's still DS. I haven't worn this one. I keep saying, I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna wear it, but I probably won't never wear it. I don't know why. I'll probably wear it, but I mean, I don't never get around to wearing it. See, I still got the cover on the heel tab on the back. But Zoom Generation 1 first game, just for what it is, being a Bron collector, being a LeBron fan, like I don't even really watch basketball. Like you can ask my wife, ask the kids, like you'll never really see a basketball game on the TV unless it's like playoffs and like the finals or something, something that's, got some stakes to it or something. I just really don't watch basketball like that, but I am a LeBron fan. I did grow up, in the basketball era. My brother was a basketball fan, so he always had basketball on in the house. And then, it was just around the house. But I mean, I don't really watch basketball like that. But the Zoom Generation 1 LeBron first game, just for what it is, the significance. Now, I never got this one, when it initially dropped. But I mean, I did get the OG Zoom Generation. I still remember when I went and got that. Got the jogging suit that went with it. If y'all remember, it was like, this was like when everything was like super baggy. So it was like a black and red Nike jogging suit. It was like half of it, the top, I want to say, was black. Then the bottom of the jogging suit was red, and the pants did the same thing. And they was like big bell bottoms. But I mean, that was what everybody was rocking back in the early 2000s. So definitely remember, copping those. And the Zoom Generation 1, I got the OG colorway, the black and white pair. But this pair right here, just the significance, the first game, what it is. See, it's got that date on the inside. You all know, what I'm saying, about this one. But this one just hold a, little special place for what it is in the collection. And like I did say that it's probably two pair, but I would definitely say it's three pair because this pair, it's one of those. So Zoom Generation 1 first game, definitely like in my top three, but it's in my top five right now of the stuff that I got. So from there, we'll jump around. We'll say LeBron 4 SVSM. Now, I know I just picked this one up a couple weeks ago. I've been on my SVSM hunt as well as my PE and sample hunt. And this pair right here, for the price that I got it at, from seeing other pairs, I was like, definitely had to have this one. Now, I'm on my SVSM chase. Got another SVSM coming in, and that's another SVSM that I'm looking for. So, I mean, I'm going to have, by the end of the year, I'll probably have, a lot of them, at least one of them, every silhouette. Now, colorways is going to be a little different because some colorways are asking more money, than others. And I do have a cap. I'm not going to spend crazy money because, I really can't. Got a wife and kids and dog and mortgage and all that. If I could, I definitely would. But seeing this one for the price that I got it at, don't give me the line. It was maybe mid threes, 350, something like that or less. I can do this all day long. But, just that white, the green on the back. Got the SVSM with the gold hits, like super dope. When I was scrolling and looking and seeing this one and I saw it for the price, definitely had to have it. So, I got the SVSM, I got the Fairfax, and I got the Christ the King fours, here in the last couple of months or whatever. So there's a couple more that I'm looking for, but top 5 right now, if I had to go for, pair for pair, this is definitely in my top 5. So LeBron 4, SVSM, happy to have it. Definitely in my top 5 right now. LeBron 7, the black, red, and white with the patent. Now the story behind these with me, when I picked these up, I was actually in Iraq when these dropped. So, well, I wasn't in Iraq when they dropped. When they was about to release, I was in Iraq. So, went to Iraq, came home on my R&R leave, and went to Finish Line. So when I went to Finish Line, I walked in. You know how they be having the shoe like new releases or stuff that's about to drop. They kind of like have it sitting up and let you see what's about to drop or whatever. And dude had these up, and I was like, damn man, in them bronze ain't there? He was like, yeah. I was like, when they drop? He was like, like a week or so or something like that. And I'm like, damn, I'm about to go back to Iraq. I'm gonna miss it. And he was like, you in the army? I'm like, yeah. I'm actually, home on leave from Iraq, my deployment. And he was like, so when you leave and go back? I was like, man, like 2 days. And he was like, man, if you bring me cash right now, I'll let you get them right now. Don't even worry about it. Shot to the ATM, got the money, went back, picked them up, threw them on that night. Because like I said, I was home on leave and, was trying to go out every night, just trying to have a good time, decompress from Iraq or whatever. Rock these out, and everybody was like, man, how the hell you got them? How you got them? I was like, man, buddy, just let me get them. But yep, definitely was home on R&R on leave. These dropped, and when got the cash, he told me if I paid cash, he'll let me get it. But this right here is just like in my eyes and the way I look at sneakers, and if I want a sneaker, it's this. Now my pair, you see now, is starting to. That's the thing with these 7s, especially this pair right here. This little netting or whatever with a hyperwire, fly wire, whatever it is in there, fly wire, wherever that is at, it's starting to like tint and turn, not really brown, but it gives you like a little bit of a brown tint to it. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's an older kick, to be expected. They're gonna wear that and not gonna, keep forever. So this one, and I'm just looking at this one, I ain't pulled these out in a while. My patent leather's cracking. My patent leather cracking right there. I can see the starting to get some sole separation. So yeah, I mean, they're not gonna last forever. So you know what I'm saying? Whenever you get a chance to wear them, you better wear them, because 9 times out of 10, if I put these on and go out somewhere, that patent leather, you see it? That's probably gonna split all the way across, and then that sole definitely gonna come apart. But I'll try and find another pair. But these pair, I mean, these did me right. I mean, that kind of makes me sad right there. Because I'm definitely not going to do these like I did the 3s. And I want to keep these in as much shape as possible. Keep them as intact as possible. But yeah, LeBron 7, black, red, and white, the black patent. Goated, in my opinion. Definitely one of the better 7s. There are better 7s, don't get me wrong. But this is definitely one of the dopest 7s. And it's in my top 5 at the moment. LeBron 15, orange box. Now, if we want to talk about hunting down a shoe, and taking your time and, buying when the price is right and the time is right, it would definitely be this one right here. So I had plenty of opportunities to get this shoe at 800, 900, 700 at the lowest that I seen at the time. But a lot of them were like 800. Some of them were over 1,000 even. Because, I mean, DS pairs, you're not going to find them. So they was, well over that $1,000 price tag for a size 13. Let me say that, for a size 13. So it was like one day, just like I always do, I spend a lot of time, on different sites hunting down shoes. And when I get a sneaker in my head that I want, I'll look for it every day, and check prices and check prices and check prices. So one day I got on, these was on eBay for $550. And I'm like, okay, that's the lowest I've seen these. So I'm, still looking at checking pictures out. I still do my legit checks. I'm grabbing pictures and I'm sending to people, hey, do this look legit, that look legit? Because, a lot of other people that had them that I knew. So I'm just sending these the pictures to them, and they like, man, them legit. So I sent them to one dude, and he was like, oh, man, I know that seller. He was like, the seller cool. I'm like, bet. So he was like, man, I'm going to tell you like this, though. He's like, he want $550, just shoot him an offer. I'm like, all right. So I shot him a $500 offer. He accepted it. Bet. So, what I mean? When you do something like that and you make the offer and you like, okay, they on the way, they coming, you always, got a little pit in your stomach because you're like, man, they gonna cancel it. You know what I mean? You never know until the shoe is actually in hand or it gets to the authenticator and you get that email, your shoe has been authenticated. That's when you know what I'm saying, can kind of breathe a little bit easier. So when I got that email that, you know, they were shipped to the authenticator and they was authenticated, I was like, man, I got the orange box for 500. Came to the crib, immaculate condition. Now I'm looking at them. I've gotten them a little bit dirty on the inside, like here and here. That dirt's getting on there, but I ain't gonna take the time to clean these. I mean, it's not bad, but I wear these, but I don't wear them. I get, you know, I mean, I try and get wears out of everything, but I'm definitely not gonna wear these to work. You know, I wear a lot of my kicks to work, but this pair definitely won't get worn to work. It'll get rocked. You know what I'm saying? When I'm going somewhere, doing something, me and wifey stepping out, you know, definitely I'll put the orange box on. But this is just a pair, you know, it's just vibrant, bright, everything that I like, you know, about sneakers. You know what I'm saying? This one has a lot of those qualities. So orange box 15, definitely probably like my top two. This one is like, it took me a long time to get it. I wanted it, and you know, just being patient. Like the pair that I got that's coming excuse me, she'll be here tomorrow. Patience. Take your time. Damn, excuse me. Take your time. Just wait. Wait it out. I mean, if you got the bread to spend and you don't, damn, you got the bread, you don't mind spending it, go ahead and spend it. But if you could take the time and wait, because I mean, just think about it. I mean, you're going to get it. When you get it, you're just going to put it up. It's not going to get worn immediately. So just take your time, you know, stack your chips up, do what you got to do. Always try and find a better deal. But LeBron 15 orange box, definitely happy to have crossed this one off the list because this one gave me a lot of anxiety and it kept me up a lot, you know, because I was like, I really, really want this shoe. And when I got it, it was like a monkey off my back. It's cool. And then it was just basically on to the next one. So LeBron 15 orange box, probably top two in my collection. And just happy I'm not looking for this one no more. Last, but certainly not least, a lot of y'all probably know what this is. It's going to be a lot of y'all that don't know what it is. But Christ the King, LeBron 7. I mean, I ain't really got no words. This is probably my favorite shoe in my collection. Now, there's one more shoe that I'm trying to get. Two more shoes. I'm lying. Two more shoes that I need. Well, four more. But they all sevens. I need the Kentucky LeBron 7. And I need the Hardwood Classic in every color. I know that's a tall task, tall order, but if I got those, then I know people be saying, man, if I got these pairs and I'm done, I'll quit. I'm not going to go that far and say that, but hunting down a lot more probably won't be as a big a priority if I can get those four pair. Now, I'm saying that now, and then as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, what about the ring ceremony 10? What about the playoff 10? Just, it's a bunch of pair now that then I'm thinking about it. I wouldn't, but I mean, it would just be those pairs that I would just try and go after that have, you know, some major significance. Because I mean, I'm gotten to the point now, it's like, hold on, we'll get to that. But the Christ the King, this was like my first PE, my first sample. PE sample, I just say that, but it's not me, we know what it is. This is like my first one that I got. Got it on eBay, spent $300. And it was another one of those ones that was like, I'm not going to be comfortable until it's either in my hand or I get that email that, you know, that they had been authenticated and they was legit and they was on the way. So when I got that, you know, reassurance that I was good to go, it was cool. And then when they came, man, but yep, hunted this one down for a long time, you know, because I mean, back then I was cool. I was just, you know, reestablishing myself and getting together. And I was like, I can't spend, you know, that kind of crazy money because, hey, I've been on my own since I was 18. So, you know, everything got to make sense. But when I was finally in a position to grab them, and they was at a price that I was willing to pay, no brainer, had to have them. So when they got to the crib, I think I worn these maybe, see, they cool. I've worn these probably 4 times, you know, and whoever had them before, it was definitely a player pair, but I mean, I don't know, they probably rode the bench because these was in great condition. But yeah, Christ the King 7 is my, if the house is on fire, which pair you going to grab? These right here. I ain't even gonna cap. Because, I mean, this one just hold a little bit more sentimental value. And for what it is, I just, you know, had to have it. But, yeah, that's my top 5, I could say, at the moment right now. These 3 probably won't never change. You know what I'm saying? Just for what they are, they probably won't never change. But the other 2 are definitely interchangeable, and it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Because I think once I put that Fairfax on, you know, I rock it the right way, that's probably gonna definitely run into my top 5 or whatever. But yeah, like just when it comes to stuff like that, I know a lot of y'all, you know, you've been in the kicks, you already know what you're looking for. But just take your time with it. Like I tell, you know, my homie Chris, we talk all the time. It's just like you could jump out the window and spend money, pay money, do this, do that. But take your time. Because I mean, everybody, you never know. And not putting nothing bad on nobody. You never know what somebody going through one day. They might just be like, hey man, I need the bread. They might have a shoe listed for 500 and then something come up and they gotta sell it. And they might be willing to sell it for 200, 250. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, if you got the money at the time, hey, go ahead and spend it. Get it. But you know what I'm saying? Just take your time, be calculated. If it's another pair that you want, you know, grab that pair. And you know what I mean? Just with me, I make a list. Like I've touched on this before. I don't do like grails. I try not to do grails because I mean, sometimes when you do grails, like, okay, when I buy this, there's nothing else to buy. So I make a top 10 list. So I get 10 pairs, you know, that I'm looking for. And once I grab a pair off of that, I'll just throw another pair in there. And they're in no particular order because I mean, sometimes you might get stuck on just staying on one pair. I might be looking for something. I might be looking for pair number 1, and then I just stumble across pair number 6 at a price that you can't pass up. So, you know what I mean? Don't just get too tunnel focused on, you know, you going after this. I mean, just keep your mind open to look at everything. I make generalized searches when I go on there. LeBron size 13, LeBron size 12, you know, and just put it in there and see what comes up. But yeah, just wanted to do my top 5 in the morning because a lot of people have been asking me, you know, what was my top 5, and like I said, it's interchangeable. Probably those top 3 ain't gonna never change, but the other 2, you know, they might change. You never know. I might grab something that knocks something out, and I think if it knocked anything out, it'd be either the Orange Box 15 or the Zoom Generation, because that Christ King ain't going nowhere. And then I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, how you ain't got the South Beach in there?" I got the OG South Beach up there, but I mean, like for what it is and what it was. Now that shoe, I didn't go to the mall, stand in line and get it. I actually just did a trade. So, you know, I got two pair, maybe 3 pair. I can't remember. It was so long ago. And, you know, traded for that shoe. So it was like, that's a little easier putting, you know, just a couple pairs to get 1 pair. But I mean, it is what it is. I got it. It's definitely dope for what it is. And we all know the history behind the South Beach. So not going to take nothing away from the South Beach. South Beach definitely dope. But I mean, it's a top 5 in my collection. It's not a top 5 in my collection. That's just me. But yeah, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. You know, sneaker content still gonna be here. Sneaker hunt still gonna be here. I need to go to DTLR. I need to try that shock on, that Nike shock, because I definitely want it, but I'm trying to wait. And then while I'm there, I need to see if that Huarache went on sale, because my DTLR sometimes be messing up, because I got my Hyperflight for $89 when it should have been $139. So hey, you got to capitalize. Like I said, hey, just take your time and hunt around. Sometimes stuff might happen. I mean, they had the Hyperflight for $89 on the shelf. She scanned it. That mug came on $139. I said, absolutely not. You got it for $89 over there. So she had to honor it. So just take your time. You know, like I said, hit me up. I got 2 Instagram channels. I got It's Daryl's Life, and then I got Big Homie Kicks. Definitely on both of them. I'm on the other one more because I'm trying to build the other channel up and the other page up. But I'm definitely on both of them. So hit me up. You know, I'm always here. You want to talk kicks? Don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? It's still definitely a big part of my life, even though you see other content. Like I said, I'm just trying to make a well-rounded YouTube channel. But hit me up. You know, Big Homie Kicks 80. It's my sneaker page. It's Daryl's Life is my, you know, lifestyle everyday page. Got a little bit of content on both. And you can hit me up on either one. And I will catch y'all in the next one.